Hi everyone. So today I will not be talking about S24 Ultra, but I'll be talking about the Galaxy Fold 5. Now, this device has been with me since it was launched in July last year, and I have not made any video till now on this device because last year I was not uploading that many videos. But still, this has been my trusted companion in the last 6-7 months, and I still use it. But of course, my main driver is now the S24 Ultra. But still, this is my go-to phone when I want to watch multimedia, or when I want to browse. I mean, just because of the larger screen, it's much more convenient to browse rather than a slab phone. Even like S24 Ultra, which is not a small phone by any means. I mean, it's still like sometimes you will still feel cramped for space. So you can do much better browsing, social media stuff, or like watching videos on the Fold 5 compared to any slab phone, including the S24 Ultra. So I mean, I've been using this as my secondary phone for the past few days. This is mainly because my India number is still in this phone, and for S24 Ultra I'm using as my current daily driver. So why am I still using this? As I mentioned, the first and foremost reason is the big screen. Now, this foldables are the only category of phones that will give you the closest experience you can get to a tablet in terms of social media browsing, or scrolling through the internet, reading articles. Everything feels bigger. You have much more room to do stuff. So that is why I am still using it. And yeah, it's easier on the eyes. You don't have to squint, especially if you don't have good eyesight. Then it really helps. Like automatically, of course, you get to see much bigger fonts on the screen. So that is a very useful thing because of this form factor. Second, it's just like cool, to use this. Like now this is the folded form and this is the cover screen. So for many basic tasks, you don't even need to go to the full screen. Just pick up the call from here. You want to call someone, just do this from here. Even like quickly, if you want to read something on Twitter, on Reddit, on Facebook, you can do that. So you don't need to open the screen for each and every task. But whenever you want to stream something on YouTube or Netflix or Prime Videos, then you can go here and you can use the full screen. So this foldable form factor, of course, makes it a bit very narrow. Of course, with compared to the S24 Ultra, it's much more narrower. So it easily slips into the pocket. But yeah, it is relatively more heavy than S24 Ultra, but not by much. S24 Ultra is around 230 grams. This is like 250-55 grams. So 20-25 grams heavier. And the third thing is the cameras. Now, in terms of pure camera quality, it will not stand up to S24 Ultra, not by any means. But because of the form factor, it has so many useful features. So this is the standard thing. You have the rear camera, you can use that, and then if you click on this cover screen preview, so basically you see this is me. And so basically when you are taking picture of anyone, they can see how they are looking in the frame. So that is one very useful thing. And I have like my friends and family asking me to take pictures from this because they want to see how they are looking. With any other phone, S24 Ultra or the iPhones, you cannot do that. You can only get to know how the picture came out after you have taken the photo. So that is a useful feature. And yep, I think on camera the inner selfie camera is not visible. It is there. So I use it for WhatsApp calls, or like just you put it like a stand here and you take your calls. So you can use it for your office calls or you can use it for web chats. on WhatsApp, etc. So again, this is a very useful feature. Again, YouTube, you can use it, or any streaming device, you can just put it like this and use it. You can even like have any notepad or note application open. Let me just show you. So let me open any note. Let's go to Samsung Notes if I can find it. Yeah, this is the one. Let's click on a new note. Prop it up like this. Yeah, it's like the old Nokia communicator phones. So you can just type away on this. So it gives you that vibe, like, oh my god, what is this? I have had people asking me, okay, cool phone, which phone is that? Not everybody knows foldable phones. iPhone everybody knows, but when it comes to Android, still, like, there are people who will not be able to recognize, like, okay, what phone is that, or what company of is that. So it is what it is. So because of the form factor, there are very cool things that you can do, and it's not cool in terms of gimmickry, but it's actually useful. So just I mentioned, like typing on this, uh, like propping it up like this and then typing, then taking video calls. Basically the camera is here, so you can have the video call and don't need to carry the phone in your hand. You can just put it on any surface like this. Camera functionality I already showed you. The other person can see how they are looking in the camera. So these are some of the cool features that this form of foldables give you. Now there are of course the other form of foldables, which are the flip series, but those are, I think, uh, more in terms of like ergonomics. This is more in terms of practicality and functionality. So flip phone are like relatively lightweight. You can fold it in half. It will slip easily in the pocket, and it's like a cool piece of gadget. But this is actually the productivity powerhouse. So you don't need to basically go to your tablet to do any writing or watching any Netflix or Prime Video. You can do it on the Fold 5. And when I was going for the S24 Ultra, I actually had a thought that let's maybe trade in this Fold 5 also. But ultimately, I could not do it. So, of course, I traded in my S23 Ultra, but I could not trade in my Fold 5 because I did not want to give up on this form factor. Even if I don't use it as my primary driver, there's still something about this foldable form factor, just which makes me drawn towards it. Like, I love using my S24 Ultra, but every now and then I like to pick up my Fold 5 and just use it to browse social media, because I know if I sell it off, I will start missing it. That's a guarantee, because there are just some things I can do on this, which is why like very difficult to do on my S24 Ultra. But overall, as a phone, if you are in the market looking for a phone, so which one should you buy? The S24 Ultra or the Fold 5? Again, this is a very subjective call. For most of the users, I will recommend S24 Ultra because the price is still quite much less than the Fold 5. Fold 5 is currently actually on discount here in UK. I think around 200 or 300 pound discount is currently applicable on Amazon at least. So price is one thing. So even though it is like 7 months older, this Fold 5, S24 Ultra is still much cheaper. Not cheaper. Cheaper is the wrong thing to say. Relatively less costly than Fold 5. Yeah, that is what S24 Ultra is. So that was the first thing. Second thing is that as a phone, S24 Ultra is more of a complete package than this. Why? Because the camera are much better on the S24 Ultra, and just by using it, it gives off a more premium build or premium quality feeling. This don't get me wrong, this is very well built and it gives you a very premium feeling also, but it is a foldable. You don't have a solid like strong glass on the inside display. It is still like you can feel that it is slightly fragile compared to a normal screen on a slab phone. So that's what I meant, that when it comes to a proper phone, a well all-rounded phone, then S24 Ultra is the better one. But if you are more into productivity things, like you are always watching videos, browsing social media, and you want to have the bigger screen, you are also into reading novels on your mobile phone, then Fold 5 will suit you better. Because of the big screen, it's actually a treat for people who are into reading. You can download those Kindle books and read it as a proper novel. So that is my suggestion, that if you're in the market, you have that much money, and depending on your use case, I will suggest to go for S24 Ultra. Another difference, sorry, I forgot to mention that, is that Fold 5, even though it just came out last year in July, it will get 4 years of Android upgrades and 5 years of security patches. But as you know, that from S24 Ultra, Samsung had increased the number of updates. So I think it will be updated for 7 years. Now, I don't know who will use it for 7 years. So I think 4 or 5 years is the maximum people are using their mobile phone. And those who are using it for more than 4 5 years, I can guarantee they will not be updating their software on their phones. I know my mom, dad, they are using their current mobile phones like since last 3 4 years, and they never ever check for updates. They don't even know it is there. So that I do it for them, that whenever I go to meet them, then I check that if there is any software update that is pending at their end or not. So people who are using mobile phones for more than like 4 5 years, they will definitely not be bothered about software updates, that is for sure. So I think 4 5 years maximum, but yeah, it is what it is, that if they're giving you 7 years, good for them. So this is like my review of Fold 5, not a review as such. I mean, my experience of using Fold 5, and I'm very excited about the Fold 6. So from what I have heard, that they will be changing the form factor. So currently, if you fold it, it is like very narrow, and also there is no S Pen here. Yeah, there is one more difference compared to the S24 Ultra. So if you really need the S Pen, S24 Ultra has the inbuilt S Pen, but this one you need to buy a case separately and the S Pen separately, and it can only be used on the inner screen, not on the front screen. But in the Fold 6, from what I have heard, they are planning to put the S Pen somewhere here, just like it is in S24 Ultra, and they are planning to increase the width somehow. Now let's wait and see how it works out, because currently I think this form factor enables you to like just rotate the Fold 5 and watch the videos like this, because it is the videos will still have black bars, because these are like not the proper aspect ratio for watching video. So a 16 by 9 video still works well with very less black bars here and there, but those 21:9 videos, they leave a lot of black bars here. So if you make it more square, if this is like a bit wider and you open it, the screen will be more squarer. That means that whatever be the aspect ratio of the video, there will always be huge black bars on the top and bottom of the video. So I'm not sure how that will work out. Let's see what Samsung does. But yeah, if it makes it wide, then yeah, definitely the using the front screen will be much better. So let's see what is the final form factor they come up with, and I hope they try to reduce the weight a bit more, because currently it's like 250, about 250 grams, and with a case it will be like 300 grams, because you need to install two cases, one for the back side and one for the front. So I wish and hope they reduce the weight even further. That will really make it more pocketable. So that's it, guys. I wanted to share my impression of the Fold 5, which I have been using for the past 7 months. And if you have any questions, queries, please do write in the comments, and please do like and subscribe my video. And if you want me to compare this Fold 5 versus the S24 Ultra in more detail, then please do let me know. Thank you, and see you in the next video.